What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So we got another update today. Yesterday we got two updates. If you missed any of those, I'll have them linked in the description. But today we got some information for rank play. It looks like it's actually going to go live later today instead of the original planned day of tomorrow. They dropped a massive blog post. It says launch preparation. So it says launch evaluation period. We're excited to release rank play earlier than ever. And with this feat comes a special evaluation period where a larger selection of weapons will be available for feedback and use in rank play. A third control map will join the rotation. Rank play restrictions will be updated over the next few weeks to reflect the competitive rule set as it falls into place ahead of the start of the COD League season on December 6th, that everyone can play just like the pros. In the meantime, a wider variety of assault rifles and SMGs will be available in rank play as Treyarch, the CDL, and our CDL Pro players evaluate and formalize the 2025 season rule set. They said the third control map will also be available in rank play that isn't currently in the version 1.0. So the one that we're playing right now or gonna play, it's not available at the moment, and that is Rewind. It's not an official control CDL map selection according to the competitive settings. However, it will be playable in rank play as they test additions to the map pool. And then they said CDL and rank play are subject to change in the future as competitive adjustments are made and new Black Ops 6 maps are released, including but not limited to competitive fan favorite Hacienda releasing later in season 1. So in addition to competitive settings, we intend to closely follow pro GAs during the Black Ops competitive season and will share updates regarding our adjustments. So that's what you need to know for the future. Now let's talk about right now. It says launch matchmaking. During the rank play period, ranked matching restrictions will be relaxed, allowing players who climb into higher ranks faster than the rest of the population to find matches. Ranked matchmaking will continue to put high ranked players in matches appropriate for their skill. As more players reach higher ranks, we will begin to tighten our matchmaking parameters. Full parodies of 4 can now play together in rank play regardless of their ranks. However, skill-based matchmaking will be based on the highest rank in the party. And unfortunately, you cannot do that if you're in a party of 2 or 3. It has to be a full party. And then they go on to talk about the Ricochet anti-cheat. So this is where you're required to play 50 games before you can actually play multiplayer rank play. Now, not just 50, you have to actually win 50 matches, which is to slow down cheaters from making brand new accounts and trying to get all those wins over again. And obviously, usually a cheater will try to speed their way through and maybe hack throughout those 50 matches, and hopefully by then anti-cheat Ricochet will detect them and then ban them before they jump into rank play. That way it's going to limit the amount of cheaters that you actually come by when you are playing ranked. So that's one of the main things that they mentioned here. Now here are the settings for ranked play. So it says competitive settings overview. Play like the pros in competitive 4v4 matches with similar settings, maps, and modes as the Call of Duty League. So here are the maps and modes. We have CDL Search and Destroy, which is the first mode. It's going to be available on Protocol, Rewind, Vault, Skyline, as well as Red Card. You then have CDL Control, so Protocol, Rewind, and Vault. And then we have CDL Hardpoint, Protocol, Rewind, Vault, Skyline, and Red Card. And I've seen a lot of feedback in regards to Red Card. Not many people are happy with that map, but it says, as noted above, Rewind is not currently in the official control CDL map selection according to the version 0.1 CDL competitive settings, but it'll be playable. And then there are the weapon restrictions. So it says rank play restrictions, assault rifles, the AS Val has been restricted for the SMGs, the Tanto 22 has been restricted for the pistols, the 9mm, the Greg Hova, and the GS45. In terms of sniper rifles, they've restricted these only in hardpoint and control. That is the Frostline and the LR762. For all modes, the SVD. So for those of you guys who like to snipe and search and destroy, you don't have to worry, they haven't touched it there. Marksman rifles all have been removed. Shotguns all have been restricted. Launchers and special weapons, so none of these will be available. Attachment restrictions, so optics, the thermal optic, every single one of them, night vision optics, every single one of them, and for the pistols only, the Kepler pistol scope. For the muzzle attachments, all suppressors have been restricted. Barrel attachments, suppressed barrels, all of them. Headshot multiplier barrels, all of them. Underbarrel attachments, every single one of them. Magazine attachments, every extended mag. Laser attachments, all of them. Fire mod attachments, all the rapid fire ones and all the FMJ ones. And then snipers only, all sniper attachments. So some very heavy restrictions when it comes to these attachments, but it says loadout restrictions. So equipment, lethals, impact grenades, C4s, Molotovs, blast traps, drill charges, combat axe, thermal grenades, all restricted. Tacticals, restricted only in hardpoint and control. Smoke grenades, all modes, spy cam, stim, prox alarm, decoy, and shock charge, field upgrades, spring mine, scrambler, signal lure, war cry, tac insert, acoustic AMP, morphine injector, neurogas, and sleeper agent. And for the score streaks restricted in hardpoint and control, the RCXD, they said it will be temporarily available though in ranked modes for a short duration after launch, and the next steps for the RCXD will result in temporary restriction in all modes while they prepare to enable it in S&D only. Now for all the other modes, we got Scout Pulse, SAM Turret, UAV, Counter UAV, Archangel Launcher, Care Package, Napalm Strike, LDBR Sentry, Watchdog, AGR Mark 1, Interceptor, Strategic Bomber, Harp, Chopper Gunner, Dreadnought, Nuke, and the Hand Cannon. For the perks, every combat specialty has been removed. Enforcer, Assassin, Bruiser, and Bankroll removed. Recon, Scavenger, Ghost, Engineer, Tracker, Forward Intel, Vigilance, and Cold-Blooded. And for Strategist, Dispatcher, Shadow, Guardian, Gearhead, Wildcards, Tactical Expert, Overkill, Danger Close, and Prepper. So I don't know if I'm wrong, but it looks like quite a bit of things have been removed here. But it says global weapon builds. Any global weapon build you create in rank play can easily be used across loadouts in multiplayer, zombies, and in Warzone, just like any other weapon build in Black Ops 6. Now they talk about the ranks and the skill rating overview. You will start at bronze, work your way up to silver at 900 SR. For gold, it's at 2100 SR. Platinum is at 3600. Diamond is at 5400. Crimson 7500. Iridescent 10,000. And top 250 is 10,000 plus. And to save you some time, SR, you gain it in the same way that you always have, depending on how well your team performs as well as how well you perform. That's how much SR you will gain per match. You need to win in order to gain SR. And then it says rank tiers. All ranks except for Iridescent have 3 tiers. So you got tier 1, 2, and 3. Climb into the higher tiers as you advance your way through each rank. So show off your skill. It's easy to see which rank someone is in the Black Ops 6 rank play. Each rank has a unique icon and color to the current tier. And then there's the other things like the seasonal setback breakdown. So it's not going to pull you back as hard as it used to with like MW3 and MW2 at the end of each season when you start a brand new one. Then they mentioned top 250 rank and leaderboards are back. Players will also qualify for top 250 and appear on the leaderboard as they surpass 10,000. The top 250 players with the highest SR above 10,000 will remain on the board and compete for first place over the remainder of the season. And then they say play like the pros against the pros. Top 250 leaderboard will display CDL team affiliations and profiles for current CDL professional players and coaches. And then the ultimate bragging rights, in addition to new rank and seasonal rewards, the #1 rank player at the end of each season will receive a unique one-of-a-kind calling card as well as top 250 champion skin. And they give us a reward breakdown here. So it says the breakdown of the rewards. Players can earn these in a variety of ways. You can either win challenges, so just by winning matches you'll get rewards, which you did cover it in a video before. If you want to see what those rewards look like, I'll have it linked in the description. The other rewards are rank operator skins, so depending on the rank that you place. Then there's the seasonal rewards. These are limited time rewards that you have to get win challenges for, and you'll unlock them. Then there's the seasonal rewards, including flex reward items that change season over season. And then there's the win challenges. So they show you all the reward details here. Obviously they don't show any photos, so I'll just have the screenshot here. It goes up to 1,000 wins, and then you're able to get a knife blueprint. And you don't have to get 1,000 wins within just the season. These are the permanent rewards that are going to stay here for the entire Black Ops 6 life cycle. But these are the season 1 rewards for that limited time. So you have 10 season 1 wins, 100 wins, reach silver, reach gold, plat, diamond, crimson, depending on how you play. Like that finish in top 250, you're pretty much going to get a reward for every rank that you pretty much come across. The last thing they mention here is competitive integrity feature. So map and mode veto before each rank match. 3 map and mode combinations are presented in front of you. The lobby and the rank play teams can independently vote to veto one of the presented options. So for those of you guys who don't like red card, then you can actually veto this out and it will remove it from the pool of 3 that we have. So that way you could play a different one. And it says after both teams make their veto pick, the remaining option is selected. If both teams veto the same exact option, then the match will randomly select one of these 2. Now the next thing is penalties and suspensions. Players who disconnect or quit matches will receive SR penalties as well as a temporary suspension, which is pretty obvious stuff. SR forgiveness. Players will not lose any SR under the following circumstances. A match-made player has disconnected or left the game midway through the match. It is still possible to earn SR. Players can overcome their disadvantage, but a loss at a numerical disadvantage will not yield SR loss for players outside of leaving the player's party. So they have to be outside your party. And then a player has lost their first match of the day. No matter what your rank, each player's first loss of the day will be forgiven and not deducted. A player currently has demotion protection. So these are the ways that you don't lose SR. Then there's a match cancel. If a player quits or disconnects before the start of a match, the match will be canceled and will not continue. The remaining players will be returned to the main menu. Professional conduct only. Friendly fire is enabled in ranked play. Repeated friendly fire will result in players being kicked from the games and receiving penalties and suspensions. Demotion protection. After advancing to a higher rank, players will be granted temporary demotion protection, which is the standard stuff. And then it's also applied to players' first 3 games in each rank play season. Party skill restrictions. Full parties of 4 can play with each other, as I mentioned, no matter the rank, except everyone else. And then there's also the other ranks. If you're anywhere from bronze to plat, you could party up without any restrictions. If you're diamond, can party within 2 ranks. Iridescent, including top 250, and crimson can party with players within 1 rank. Now, these are not available right now, but this is going to be coming in the mid-season, and there's the forfeit option. So players will be able to vote to end matches early. All teams must vote for the forfeit for it to pass to the end of the match. Forfeited matches count as a standard loss and do not result in additional SR penalties or suspensions. The forfeit option will become available in the options menu at a designated point in each mode. Hard point, the winning team reaches 100 points. Control after round 1. Search and destroy after round 3. The last thing that we have here, they've also done additional social features like hot streaks. So win 3 ranked games in a row over a short period, you get the victory streak flames. We've seen that before. They also disappear after 72 hours if you don't play or if you lose. More hot streak levels has been added into Black Ops 6, so you can go all out to figure out how much exactly that is. And then this says social profile. Rank play icons will be added to your social profile to identify your rank play rank anywhere your profile is viewed across Black Ops 6 and Warzone. But this is everything you need to know about rank play. By the time you're watching this, hopefully it'll be live for you and you can enjoy that. But it's been your boy Chidzo, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys again. Peace.